Nigerians should protest against Tinubu's policies before things get worse. Designates into anarchy, Joint Action Front warns. The JAF, in its statement signed by its chairperson, Dr. Dibo Fashina, and the secretary, Comrade Abiadu, said that in less than 10 months, President Tinubu gets into power, his government has proved to be unapologetically anti-people and monumental failure. The Joint Action Front JAF has asked Nigerians to rise up and protest against the high cost of living in the country and reject what it described as President Bola Tinubu's anti-people policies. The JAF, in a statement signed by the chairperson, Dr. Dibo Fashina, and the secretary, Comrade Abiadu Arume, said that in less than 10 months, President Tinubu got into power. His government has proved to be unapologetically anti-people and a monumental failure. According to JAF, the pre-existing course of living crisis has become much worse as a result of his poisonous policies of both the criminal hikes in petrol prices under the guise of subsidy removal and the devastating devaluation of the naira. These two evil policies, which are in line with the dictates of the IMF and World Bank institutions, have made the price of goods and service to go beyond the capacity of the vast majority of the population. Also, the deepening economic crisis has compounded the rising state of insecurity in the country. The JAF commended Nigerians in Niger, Kano, Kogi, and other states where the people in the past 10 days have hit the streets to protest against the mass hunger and the deprivation that the insensitive and inert Tinubu peddling petty and deeply corrupt regime has imposed on the working people, traders, the unemployed, the poor masses, the school children, farmers, etc. According to JAF, the situation, if not resisted, can only worsen and degenerated into full-blown anarchy in the not too distant future. Hence, the imperative necessity to prepare for mass resistance and popular action. Therefore, we call on the working people, the youth, and the poor across the country to join forces with the bold steps already undertaken in Niger, Kano, and Kogi states by organizing mass meetings, the neighborhood rallies and protests, and setting up of democratic action committee in the workplaces, the markets, consumers and community associations, the schools, etc., in order to coordinate the imminent struggle that would soon break out. For us in JAF, we remain committed to the task of popular education, mass organizing, and mass mobilization towards building a mass movement to reject these various callous and wicked policies of the Tinubu government and demanded their immediate reversal. We in the JAF are resolved in working with other pro-masses organizations to provide leadership and link up the different centers of actions across the country for joint actions of continuous resistance at all levels. Once again, it is important as JAF to stress that what the working masses The poor, the women, and youth should demand at all times in the immediate struggle is the reversal of the anti-people policies and not the so-called palliatives, which have always proved from experience to be deceptive, a scam, and another means of looting public funds. We should learn from both our immediate past and present experience that the more fund every deceptive looters regime occurred from the withdrawal of petrol subsidies and the naira devaluation, the worst has been the deepening state of the nation's economy. That explains why the so-called policies cannot translate into any meaningful benefits to the workers and the poor masses, because they are anchored on the neoliberal capitalist agenda of Tinubu and the preceding looters regime. For instance, let's ask, why should public universities obviously increase fields beyond the reach of students from the poor and the working class families, despite the higher revenues in the coffins of the government? The fact is that Tinubu and the looters regime that preceded have unleashed the same economic hardship which the same policies on the people in order to preserve more money for the brazen looting of the corrupt ruling cabals and their cronies and their imperialist masters. The JAF said that it welcomed the insurance of 2 week ultimatum by the organized labor to the government over the failure to fulfill a previous agreement reached with labor. So guys, as you can see, Nigerians are really warming up for this. Nigerians are really warming up for these protests, because of what they are going through presently. It's no longer palatable. So guys, what's your take on this? Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.